Lewis John, hello and welcome to Up Close and Interpersonal. How are you?
I'm good, man. How's it going? Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming.
No worries, no worries.
How's your trip been in Ibiza so far?
Well, I'm 24 hours in, and it's been pretty hectic, and I've got 4 days left to make it a life-changing
Are you going to make
experience.
it?
Hopefully,
Yeah,
hopefully I do. I've broken a toe already, but we'll survive.
you will survive. What have you got planned for Ibiza this year?
It's an interesting one. This is my fourth time in Ibiza now,
Mhm.
so this is the longest amount of time I've come out here, which is 5 days I'm out here. But I feel like 5 days is more than enough.
You rebel.
Unless you're doing it, it's 5 days or
Yeah,
a full
yeah,
season.
yeah.
That's it.
When was the last time you
Zooms.
came to Ibiza?
Oh man, 2 years ago now.
Mhm.
2 years ago. I didn't come last year. And I can't remember why. It's all a bit of a. It's all gone to like I can't remember. I have no idea why I didn't come last year, but I'm here and I'm enjoying myself, and I'm already wondering why I don't live here full time,
Well, there
like
you go.
yourself.
There you go. What are you doing in Ibiza this year, as opposed to music wise?
So, I was originally asked by Jamie Hernandez to come and play
Mhm.
for
Jamie,
his
yeah,
brand
yeah.
Lotus Land. I played for him a couple of years ago at Paradis, which is a great time. Jamie is one of the hardest working boys I've
Mhm.
ever met. He's relentless and really excited to be asked back. We're playing Room 2 in Eden on
Brilliant.
Monday, which
Mhm.
as of the day of recording is tomorrow. So, yeah, we're doing that. But I've been very lucky and
Shout out to Jamie as
yeah,
well.
big up Jamie. But I've been very lucky in that this year's fallen in a way that I've managed to somehow bag myself the bucket list experience of playing Cafe Mambos on Tuesday.
Wow. When are you playing Cafe Mambo's?
So I'm playing Cafe Mambos on Tuesday,
Okay.
back to back with one of the residents, Johnny, who I met at a gig in Bristol
Incredible.
like 3 or 4 months ago, and
Mhm.
jokingly said, "I'll take an hour off you."
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, give me a number."
The power of networking.
Yeah, literally. It was like, "Oh, give me a number." So I messaged him. I was like, were you being serious or were you just 3 pints in? And he's like, no,
Three
come along.
pints in.
Yeah. But it turns out he was sober and being deadly serious.
What a legend.
So
What a legend. And where did you meet
we
in
met
Motion?
at the Cafe Mambo's event in Motion at Bristol.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And he was
Yeah.
playing the first set. I went with Sophia Asal.
Mhm.
And I was just tagging along. I was driver for the day. believe it or
Driver.
not.
Designated driver.
Yeah, designated
Yeah, yeah.
driver. And yeah, that's the weird thing with the music industry is, well, it seems like you're giving someone a lift to a club halfway across the country could turn into something that
Turns into a world tour.
turns into something that not only has been a dream of mine since
Yeah,
the
yeah.
inception of my music career, but also the inception of the people who taught me to DJ.
Wonderful.
It's just crazy,
Wonderful.
man. I might have to
Congratulations,
retire.
mate.
Genuinely, after Tuesday, I'm just going to retire.
Yeah, it's a bucket list thing, right? Okay, going back to sort of grassroots stuff then when he was growing up with music. From the wonderful place called Treorchy back in South Wales Valleys.
God's little acre.
God's little acre. What happened like back then when he was a boy growing up in music? You know, where did it all start for you?
So I was brought up in two very musical households. Child of divorce. No, my mother is really into her music, and my house was like pop to toe vinyl and CDs, right?
Wow.
But of everything, and mainly rock and prog rock. I learned guitar as a kid. All the way through primary school, I wanted to be in the next Stereophonics. You know what I mean? That was me. And then it got to, and then on my dad's side, my dad was a DJ. In the sense he used to DJ in pubs in the 80s and 90s, just playing records, which he didn't talk about too much, really. It was just something that subconsciously I knew about, that he was a DJ. My nan, this is my life story now, I just realised, but my nan owned a pub, the Cardiff Arms in Torquay.
No way.
Yeah, have you been there?
Of course.
Yeah, it was my nan's
I didn't know
pub.
your nan owned the
My nan
Cardiff
used to own
Arms.
back before 2008, was my family pub.
I did not know that.
That's the first place I went after being born was the pub.
Well, there you go.
It's changed. But yeah, so there was a DJ called Billy Mitch who used to play records, and I remember as a kid watching him DJ in the sense of he was playing records to a crowd and people were reacting to it and having that control over
And at what age was that?
people. Well, I mean, you're talking 6 or 7 or like a kid.
Wow. So he was already exposed
young
to
kid.
DJs at that age.
Yeah, weirdly remember hearing him play like the Wurzels and being like, play that again, spin that back.
Do you remember which track though?
I am a cider drinker.
There you go. Brilliant.
So, and like Combine Harvester. Anyway, this is such a sidetrack.
Yeah.
Gets to year 7. which is Form 1 or the first year of
That's
secondary
what,
school.
11 years old?
11,
12,
just
11,
turned 11
yeah.
because I'm an August baby.
Mhm.
So just turned 11.
When is your birthday?
August 29th.
Oh,
Same as Michael Jackson.
there you go.
But got to year 7 and there's all these extracurricular activities. And I took on breakdancing. I know. Wait. And DJing. And I did breakdancing the first week and got laughed out of the class. And I started DJing with Martin Dibble, who is my absolute hero in life. And it was the first thing I'd ever done after growing up playing football, doing guitar, breakdancing for 1 week. It was the first thing I turned up and did right first time and felt good about doing right.
Bless you.
Compared to everyone else in my social group, which at 11 years old is a big thing. You really feel like you found your calling.
Yeah, I mean, the next thing I was going to say to you actually was, at what point in your life did you know that music was going to be a career for you? And by the sounds of that, it sounds like you was 11 years of age and you already knew that answer.
Well, I knew I wanted to do music through the guitar anyway. In my brain, I would have just got a grade 8 guitar, maybe become a music teacher, or I knew I wanted to make music. My guitar teacher had a Logic studio in his attic, and we'd work on anything like band stuff anyway. And I knew I wanted to make music in some way, shape, or form, produce records, or teach people, and just somehow my living had to be through this one thing that I'd been doing. And I guess when I learned that DJing was a thing, and then going forward and learning that, oh wait, you can produce dance music and you can do all this. Total game changer. And you're talking 11 to 13.
Was you ever involved in bands and things like that, or was you just straight into DJ? Go on then.
Oh God, is this a story for a podcast? Yeah, of course. So when I was in primary school, me and my mate started a band called Beans on Toast.
Brilliant, I love it.
Our debut track was Beans on Toast. We were 7.
Yeah.
So that's the only band I've ever been in. When I went to college, I think a lot of the college and routes for music is still very
musically orientated.
Yeah, very classically trained oriented. So the fact that I moved on to do it in college and stuff was only because I played guitar. It was nothing to do with DJing, and I was able to pull into that repertoire of information. So I was in bands in college to pass the courses.
Yeah.
But no, I've never been.
But the emphasis for you was always on electronic music.
Yeah, which is weird because now I'm in a position where I really enjoy playing the guitar and I really enjoy the live aspect. An artist I love at the minute is Jungle, and fusing these housey elements to band music and seeing them do a live set where it feels like at times you're listening to a DJ set and it is just as banging as the best DJ set you'll ever hear.
Yeah.
But it's a live band.
Yeah.
I think it's absolutely magical. And down the line, man, I'd love, I still want to just be a bass player in a nice big band at some point, you know what I mean?
Slapping the bass.
Yeah, exactly.
Mate, going back to the college days, how would you any young people watching the podcast, how would you sell that course to them? If people are not sure, if it's for me, I mean, how long's the course? 4 years? Or...
Well, I did 2 years in college, big up Coleg Cymoedd in Taftswell and Llwynabia. I did 2 years of the level 3 course, A levels, in college. And then I went on to do 3 years in uni at Point Blank in London. Fantastic opportunity. And I was very lucky. And the way the things fell, it's a miracle that I'm sat here right now doing what I'm doing.
I think it's a testament to you as a person, to be honest.
I've
you're hard
got
working.
an unbelievable network around me, and I've been incredibly lucky. And I thrive on trying to allow other people to do that. I'd love to chat to you about how uni came about and the fact, for example, when I went to uni, Student Finance Wales wasn't covered by Point Blank. So my mother had to cover my first 2 years, which went way on longer than it should have done. But because we were so persistent, it means that anyone from South Wales now can go and do the degree I did and had to pay a lot of money for.
So you paved the way pretty much for youngsters
people,
moving through.
And they say they were sort of doing it, but because they had someone who was financially struggling and had to get the support rather than I would join but I can't afford it. It meant that they really pushed through and did that for me, and now
That's
for other
wonderful.
people as well.
Because a lot of young kids back in, especially the valleys where we grew up, are not sort of, they don't have that type of money to spend on.
It winds me up.
Yeah,
the only reason I
there's no
started
funding.
DJing is because I learned as an extracurricular activity in secondary school. Had I not had that experience, which was paid for by local government and by the government and taxes and investment in young people, I would be probably either working as in a shop somewhere, which is fine, do that if you want to do it.
But it wasn't your passion.
The career progression is totally different, and there's only so many people who can do that. Kids in areas where I was brought up and areas all over the UK now we are seeing the repercussions of them being turned onto darker things on the streets in gangs, doing things they shouldn't be doing because they were never brought up in a situation where they were given opportunity and outcome.
They want to be a part of something, but they don't know what to be a part of something.
Exactly. And given the support, it takes a village to raise a child. And if I'd never been brought onto DJing as an 11-year-old who was slightly interested in music, who knows what I'd be doing now, man?
Powerful stuff, man.
Who knows what I'd be doing? And I've got a younger sister, and I watched all that get taken away from her year by year when she hit year 7. Oh, that's just finished. You just missed out on it. And you see these people her age, and they don't know. You say, "What do you want to do with yourself?" They say, "I don't know. I don't know. I've never been. No one's ever grabbed me by the ears and gone, look at this. Look at this. This is what you should be doing. Do you like that? Okay, well, what about this?" No one does that for these kids anymore, and then they wonder why they're out throwing rocks at police cars.
I get it totally. Moving on to Martin Dibble. Obviously, the man, the myth, the legend, from the same town as you, I believe.
Yes.
He obviously took you under his wing, which he does do with a lot of kids back there and teach them how to DJ. When did that sort of happen for you? Sort of 11 years old, you said.
Year 7.
All the way through your secondary school.
All the way through.
Wow.
And there's a core group of 8 or 10 of us, from 2 years above me down to my age, and the people that come in and go, whatever. It's a free.
Would you say that Martin gave you the building blocks to sort of propel forward in the music industry?
It's a complete understatement.
Yeah.
Complete understatement.
Wow.
The guy, now I speak to him 5 hours a week at least on the phone.
Nice.
And just ask him about, you've been doing this stuff 20, 25 years longer than me. If you were sat where I am now, knowing what I know and what you know, what would you do?
What would you do?
Yeah. I would have thrown rocks at a lot more people if I hadn't spoken to Dibble. But that's what it's about. It's about having someone that'll take you under their wing. And it's a rough industry, man. And if people don't look after each other, then you can very quickly get caught up in some pretty mental stuff.
It is a very rough industry.
And burnout.
Yeah, and burnout as well. Okay, moving on to lighter stuff. At the tender age of 23, I believe you are.
23. I'm 23 now. Yeah,
23.
24 at the end of the month.
Tell us what labels you signed to, Lewis.
So I've had my first release was on Biker Records, and then we jumped up to Sinister Sounds. I did a remix for Cell and Danny CW.
Yeah.
Then on to out of Norway, I did a remix on Ultra, which is unbelievable. Couple of releases on Toolroom.
Incredible feat.
Graft. Total graft.
Absolutely. How many releases on Toolroom? Sorry,
I've had 2 on Toolroom. 3 if you include a Kyle Walker record that sampled my track.
Oh, okay.
That was a fun conversation.
Or the acapella, is it?
The acapella, yeah. So the track I did with Alamish got picked up by there. I've been really lucky. Everyone, I can't say a bad word about anyone on any of those places. They've all been so kind.
I don't think it's down to luck. I mean, I think it's down to your graft, but I also think it's down to you just need to be grateful for what you've put in. I think people can see that you've got a talent and you're a nice guy as well, and people just gravitate towards you naturally. Do you know what I mean?
I can stop blushing. Good thing I'm already sunburned.
I think
otherwise
that's what
I'd be
it
red.
is. I think lucky is overused in this, especially in this industry.
I think, my favorite phrase is that luck is where hard work makes opportunity.
Absolutely.
And
I love that.
I live by that. I live by that.
Yeah.
I say I had 2 tracks on Toolroom. I'm really lucky, but I also spent 2 years sending them tunes that got turned down.
Yeah.
Got fly on me. I went to 1 year in 2018.
Sorry, say that again. You had 2 years.
I had 2 years of sending them tracks. I've probably sent Toolroom about 150 tracks in my time.
Wow.
I also, that first year where I was just getting to know the label, I went to, this is pre-COVID, up and from the time I got to London to the time COVID kicked in, I went to every Toolroom gig around the entirety of the UK. I came out to Ibiza twice in 2019 to meet some of the DJs. and I went every gig, and I made sure I met everyone on that label that could possibly help me out.
Wow.
And
That's
they got
networking.
to know me pretty quick, sadly.
Yeah.
Miles is the first. I got to give a shout out to Miles, Miles Shackleton,
Mm-hmm.
who I met on a whim the first Toolroom event I went to, which was a mixed mag event with Elias and Barry Entos.
Mm-hmm.
I was stood by the bar, and I just started chatting to this guy. And he's like, "Oh, so you DJ anything?" I said, "Yeah, I produce. I've been trying to. I'd love this label. It's my favorite label." I was like, "What about you?" He goes, "Oh, I'm COO."
No way.
I was like, "Oh, I think maybe at the time he was head of the Toolroom Academy."
Yeah.
I was like, just like my rear end pucked up pretty quick. I was like, "Oh, is he? Yeah." And then 2 weeks later, I was going to the gig at 338, which was a 17-hour midday
marathon
till 5 a.m. and it went on till 7.
Mm-hmm.
I got there for the first set because Matt Smallwood was playing, and he's the A&R, and I got there first set to see him DJ to prove a point, and I was still there when they extended it to 7 a.m.
Wow.
because you want to meet everyone and you want to show face.
Yeah.
But I bumped into Miles that day, and I stuck to him like glue for 6 hours until he agreed to put me on a course for free.
Brilliant. So there you go. I mean, so my next question to you would be, you know, any sort of youngsters out there that's looking to sign to, you know, Toolroom labels or any labels
Anything
in
of that size,
yeah, anything. You know, what advice? Because you've been there, you've done it. What advice would you give them? Like some good advice, you know, some. Like you said, it's a
hard question.
You've sent 100 tracks, or at least. You know,
that's
a lot of tracks.
Yeah.
That's a lot of tracks.
That's a lot of tracks.
That's a lot of work. And that's a lot of hours.
A lot of work. Hours and hours and
yeah.
hours. And what would my advice be? Know your audience. Know that the people you're speaking to are people and they are busy people. Don't get bogged down in the nose, because even to this day, I have this preconception that I send 2 songs that got turned down by Toolroom in a row. Oh, not just Toolroom, anyone.
Mm-hmm.
I go, I've sent them 2 songs. They're never going to listen to anything I do ever again.
Mm-hmm.
Despite every email back I ever got being like, please send us more.
Yeah.
We are interested. This isn't right for us. And that is a good thing.
You got to reply.
And yeah, I reply, but not always. You don't always get a reply.
You don't always get a reply, no.
And that doesn't mean anything.
No.
None of it means anything, really. And to an extent, when this stuff gets signed, it doesn't mean anything. Don't feel like you've got to validate your music by who signs it, who listens to it.
Yeah.
As long as you're enjoying what you're doing, but also the feedback you're getting makes sense. If you send a track to someone and they say, "Oh, I don't like that," you say, "Why?
Why you don't like it?
Why you don't like it?" And they just say, "It's just not my vibe." What you've done is you've invoked emotion, so they don't like it, which is just like, I'm not a massive lover of a lot of music I hear on the radio, but it invokes emotion, and I go, "Oh, it's just not my style." I can't find anything physically wrong with it. Now, those opinions you just need to drop off. Gone. It's just not my vibe. If a label says it's not quite for us, that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with it. It just means it doesn't fit with what they're looking to sign.
It's not a don't send me music ever again.
So, if you say to someone, "Why don't you like that?" and they say, "Oh, the kick is 3 dB too loud, the breakdown's too long, the drop just goes on way too long, the melody isn't in key," those are physical, measurable things, tangible things, and those things you can jump back into Ableton or
they technical issues
and listen to it with a pinch of salt and go, "Okay, I see what they mean." Compare it to other tracks.
Do you have people that you can send your music to that can give you feedback on? You think that's important?
Martin Dibble. No, I send my music to. I'm very lucky these days to have a massive network of people around me that I'm working with constantly, and I can just go, "Oh, I made this last night. Have a listen to that." And normally you just go, "Oh yeah, that's good, isn't it?" Yeah. Oh,
I don't send my music to my friends because that's all I get back.
Yeah.
I send them to people who are going to critique it. In a good way or a bad way.
It is that.
Yeah.
You don't want to send it to people who don't really know. Number one, don't really know what the music's about.
Yeah.
I want to send it to someone who's going to be cruel but kind. That's it. That's what you want when it comes to feedback. And that's why I always appreciate A&Rs.
But it might be a good track that doesn't need any bad feedback. So
no, it might be. But also knowing when, like, they might come back to you with something that you've already thought of. But yeah, I've thought of that and I don't care. Because that's your decision. It's your music. Oh, that breakdown's too long. Well, I thought about that, but then I thought, actually, I like how long it is. And I could make it shorter, but it would take away from what I'm trying to do. Cool. That's your artistic decision. That's your decision. You were the producer. You've made that decision. Stick by it. And wait till you find someone who agrees with you. not every track is the same. And if
Mhm.
every track was the same, which right now too many of them are.
Yes. Why do you think that is?
Why do you think? Because of that. I think that in my experience of my music and other people's music that I help with,
Mhm.
I think that too many people take industry marketing people's word as gospel
Yeah.
and don't actually push back on that.
Mhm.
I think, there's a lot of big radio stations right now that won't play a dance record unless it's 2.5 minutes.
Totally agree.
I totally disagree with that. And I think if every track is 2.5 minutes, that means you're going to get a 30-second breakdown,
Mhm.
1 minute drop, or even 30-second drop, 1 minute breakdown / 30-second drop, and 1 minute second drop out. And every track is going to follow that.
Well, if you look at Spotify now, you've got a lot of tracks.
That's why. So I think when you wonder why all the music sounds the same, it's because it's formulaic and it's trying to fit to these marketing briefs. What I do love, and I've got to give a shout out to the Masquerade Boys, who have just had a track released on Good Company's sister label.
Yeah.
They had a bit of pushback from the A&R department.
Okay.
They turned around and said, well, no, you like the record as we sent it to you. We've now mixed it and mastered it properly. We think it should stay as it is. And they come back and like, oh, yeah, you're right. You're the artist. We're not. We just trying something else.
What label was that, sorry?
That was Good Company.
Oh, good for them.
Get Together Records, I think is their sister company. And look, that team incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Loads of Welsh people work for Good Company.
Oh,
it's
nice.
Hilarious. It's actually funny as
Send some tracks in.
Like we had Griff used to work for him. He's now at Defected. You got Ben.
Yeah.
Big up Ben Richards. Like these boys are all like Clonelly boys and
Yeah.
Wrong the boys, and it's just mental. Turning up, I go really Welsh when I see them and they do as well. So, but yeah, I think too many people don't take an A&R's word for gospel, basically, because
of course, I mean,
it's just
as an artist, it's your art, and whatever you're feeling at that time, you want to write it, you want to write that music. Yeah. But also, I think people who look at tracks and think, they want to make the same sound as an artist, for me, that's kind of like, that's not who I am as a producer. I want to make something from my heart, and I want to share it with the world. I don't want to sound like anybody else.
I think when you sign a track, the minute you get a label involved or a publisher involved or a distributor involved, you are doing music business. And the problem is music business is an oxymoron. Music is art, business is capitalism.
Yeah.
So you've got to understand that when you want to sell music and do really well in that,
there's a balance.
There is a compromise. And they may be the purest form of record that you've created, that you've got. And when you play out, it's 8 minutes long and the breakdown's 3 minutes long because that's what it's about, man. But when these people have got to go and sell it to radio stations and to streaming platforms,
you can't market it.
They've got to market it. So there's a middle ground, and understanding that sometimes these decisions that are being made about your music and opinions that are being made are not from an artistic point of view. Like at the end of the day,
it's a business point of view.
If you were a painter and you went and painted on like that wall over there, it'd be easier to sell if it was on a bunch of A4 sheets and you'd make a lot more copies of it. But there's only going to be one massive version of it, and that's your original artistic experience.
I like the thought process.
And music is exactly the same.
Let's talk about Ultra. How did that come about?
Random as anything. So like literally I was just in uni, girl I was in college with, Fionn, she went to Bristol to BIM, I went to London to Point Blank, and about 6 months in she's like doing a music management she was doing. She just messaged me, there's this girl on my course at her other half is signed to Ultra, have you heard of it? I was like, what, like Ultra, like Ultra?
Have you heard of it? Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I think so. Googled it. I was like, Young Pretender his name was, and I was like, yeah, real deal. She goes, I've sent them your music and they really like it. They're going to message you. So then Phila messaged me out of nowhere and was like, would you be up for doing a remix? We need an official remix for Ultra. I'm like 18. I'm like, what?
Incredible.
Yeah, I think I was 19 because it came out 3 weeks into the first lockdown, which was jarring, but still seeing your
so impressive.
Track comes out next to Afrojack and like Tiesto. And it's just like mental. To this day, it was such a goal of mine then. It was be way beyond expectation.
Sure.
To stumble into it just by a friend of a friend. Network is your net worth.
Wonderful story.
That,
let's talk about your current present time. As in, what are you doing for work right now? Obviously, you're mixing, mastering, engineer.
Yeah, just engineer.
Are you off for Select Radio?
Not anymore.
No.
So there's something we had to do. I left Select back in. When was Glastonbury? So
played Glastonbury this year as well.
Played Glastonbury this year.
There you go. First time or?
Yeah, my second time at the festival. First time playing.
Wow, how was that?
Could have retired after it. I'm done. I've clocked it. I'm done.
Brilliant.
But the the Select stuff, I love Select. I spent 4 years at Select, jumping from my original show down to the Blair at Breakfast, where I got Sarah Helen involved, who was one of the most fantastic radio personalities I know. I can't say anything bad about anything there. I ran the event side of things for a few months, helped them put on their first event at Ministry, which I was lucky enough to play. Another absolute bucket list experience to close the box at Ministry.
Wonderful.
And then moving forward, being asked to be the station manager and be in charge of the entire the entire like layout of the station from Monday to Sunday.
Wow.
But it was a lot of work.
How old was you?
Well, I was 23.
23.
Yeah, 23 doing that. And this is a station that is 20 years old.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
What's left for you, Lou?
Don't know. So I actually, don't know. Like for me, like.
Do you have a board in your house with like bucket lists on there?
I did.
Are they've all been ticked off.
I'll tell you a story, right? When I moved up here, I wanted a Toolroom track, an Ultra track, and a Ministry.
Wonderful.
And people think I'm chatting beans when I say that, but I'm not.
Yeah.
When I did the Ultra, then Toolroom, and then when I closed Ministry last year, the day afterwards, I felt like an anvil had been dropped on my head. Tyson Fury talks about after he beat Klitschko, he felt like he'd clocked it and really went right the other way, which you think, I'll just come up with more. But when you hit everything,
what's next?
You go, what's next? And there's so much left to do.
Yeah.
And it's a lot, but see how much work those 3 things took.
Yeah.
I woke up the next day and it took probably about 6 months to come back from that.
Of course.
And I was booked to play Glastonbury the same year and it got cancelled for unforeseen circumstances. And the jump from hitting all these goals to big fall throughs and the music not getting picked up as much as I'd hoped at that point. I guess I thought setting those 3 goals would be cornerstones of a bigger project.
Yeah.
And hitting those goals but not having any of the other drawbacks of that, still really being quite a small fish in what is a really big pond, was quite a big hit on the mental health for a year. And understanding that, like, Christ, I've been DJing since 2011 and I don't care if I was 7 years too young to be in a club. I'm now 23 and I've been old enough to do this for 5 years. And I'd like to think I was pretty fully developed on the DJing side. I'm 5 years into a adult DJ career and I'm nowhere near where I thought I should be. You put a lot of pressure on yourself. And I think even now, like, I still put that much pressure on myself and you feel...
Well, you've done so much at 23. You know, what's next? What's coming next?
What's next?
Because like that's a lot of pressure.
I'm focused more on
studio work or
studio work. I'm focused on what I've realized is as much as I give it the beans, I haven't got that big of an ego. You
definitely haven't.
The things that are important to me is making good music, paying my rent, and having good friends around me. And what I've learned is actually doing that means that I can work in a studio. I've opened a studio in Hackney in London since the start of this year. And I work 5 days a week on other people's music in any shape or form. And I engineer. And I studied to be a music producer and audio engineer. And I engineer from the comfort of my own space on different music every day. Everything down from R&B. I mixed down Liv East's first EP. And it's done absolute bits. I'm working on I Was Such a Barrel of Laughs. Up to working on house music and garage. And even like drum and bass and bass line and everything day to day with the same philosophy of let's just make this the best it can be.
I love your passion.
Like just doing that. Cool, my name's on there somewhere. You click on a tune and click, written by or produced by. Hopefully my name's there. Even if it's not, hopefully that means they paid me all right. But every day just working on something. And I've hit this year. I've hit label goals this year in 3 or 4 months through other people's very marketable vessels that it would take me 8 to 10 more years to build that. And these people have got 8 to 10 years on me. I'm not bothered, man. I'm not bothered about any of that.
But networking is a powerful tool, right?
Yeah, and I'm lucky enough to network with people in the most vulnerable environment, which is when they're feeling artistic, not when they're like in a club off their bin. It's just like, you meet a DJ in a club and you've looked forward to this to really hand over your USB full of music you work really hard on. And they go, oh, cheers, mate.
And he's off his nuts.
Never to be listened to.
And he gets washing his jeans the next day.
Whereas these people come in because one, they appreciate what I can do for them. And I appreciate that they're willing to let me look after their babies, their music.
For sure. I put my music through you as well, mixing and mastering.
Just it sounds all really good. But also I'm really confident in my ability and my understanding from the business point of view to be like, okay, cool, this is you know, and your stuff's all been fantastic, obviously. But I'll also turn around. I don't think I've done it with you yet. If someone sends me something to master or mix down, but stuff's out of key or out of time or basic things, not basic, but like things that, for a master, for example, if I'm mastering a tune, but the snare drum is 7 dB, 10 dB too loud, some people would be like, I'll work with it. I'm just, bruv, sort the snare out. Just turn it down. Here's what you need to do. Send it back to me then. So we can do the best thing in the quickest time possible.
For sure. You know,
music
Mate,
is...
I love your passion. It shows. It shows. You're a lovely guy. Absolute legend. Big shout outs to everybody that's sort of got you this far, because you haven't done it alone.
You know, yourself included,
your mum, you know, Martin Dibbo, you know, all the people that sort of like pushed you through as a youngster. It's been incredible to watch.
It's been interesting.
It's been really interesting.
I had a full head of hair when I met
23. You did have a full head of hair, yeah. It's been stressful as well at the same time.
Clearly. Small sacrifice to pay, you know what I mean?
Mate, it's been wonderful catching up with you. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
It's a shame we can't do more.
Oh, we will. We will do more.
We will do more.
What can we expect from your set?
I don't know yet.
You don't know?
Should we have a look?
We'll have a little
look. We just go for it.
Yeah.
Probably going to play something on my own in there somewhere.
Wonderful.
You'd hope so.
Thanks, mate, for coming on.
Legend, thanks for having me, man.
Poolside summer, on the silver lining. Designer lover, you know where to find me. At the Pink Hotel. At the Pink Hotel. At the Pink Hotel.
to my mind. Things of the past seem left behind. Just to see you fills my heart with joy. I feel like a baby with a brand new toy. Let me show you how I feel. Let me show you my love is real. Let me show you how I feel. Let me give you the best of me, 'cause I love you wholeheartedly.
Put your hands together one time. I want you to get together. 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 I want you to get together.
We call life. staying home. I feel like I could die. Take a breath, I wonder why. I guess this is the game we call life. Life. Game we call. Game we call. Game we call. Game we call. Life. Life.
sure to find love for me. And I, oh my. Baby, I'm weak, baby, it's hard. Tell me where we go. Whenever you're free, whenever you are, let me hear you go. Baby, I'm weak, baby, it's hard. Let me hear you go. Tell me where we go. Let me hear you go. Baby, it's sweet, we can go far. Tell me where we go. Whatever you need, we can be stars. Let me hear you go. Baby, it's sweet, we can go far. Let me hear you go. Tell me where to go. Let me hear you go. Of your love, and I feel the lights coming down, and I'm waiting for your endless talk. When I see the time's running out, running out. Baby, I'm weak, baby, it's hard. Tell me where we go. Whenever you're free, whenever you are, let me hear you go. Baby, I'm weak, baby, it's hard. Let me hear you go. Tell me where we go. Let me hear you go. Baby, it's sweet, we can go far. Tell me where we go. Whatever you need, we can be stars. Let me hear you go. Baby, it's sweet, we can go far. Let me hear you go. Tell me where to go. Let me hear you go.
I put myself back together with one last piece in me. I want you again. Every little piece counts. Every time I write, I put myself back together with one last piece in me. I want you again. Every little piece counts. Every time I write, I put myself back together with one last piece in me. I want you again. Every little piece counts. Every time I write, I put myself back together with one last piece in me. I want you again.
You said you'd never leave. Now I can better believe. Promises made to me. Now I lay broken on the floor. You said you'd never leave. Now I can better believe. Promises made to me. Now I lay broken on the floor. You said you'd never leave. Now I can better believe. Promises made to me. Now I lay broken on the floor. You said you'd never leave. Now I can better believe. Promises made to me. Now I lay broken on the floor. You said you'd never leave. Now I can better believe. Promises made to me. Now I lay broken on the floor. You said you'd never leave. Now I can better believe. Promises made to me. Now I lay broken on the floor.
as I kneel in the big church.
Just what is it that you want to do?
This is where opportunity meets chance, where purpose meets a plan. This is a new life, a new way, a new possibility, a new day.
Just what is it that you want to do?
We want to be free, 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 free.
This is a new life, a new way.